Member statements. Member from Framelink.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, last sitting, the Standing Committee on Economic Development published its report on the review of the NWT regulatory framework, and today I want to highlight the government's response to that report. Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to note the government fully accepted 7 of the committee's recommendations without caveat and partially accepted the rest of the recommendations. While there are some areas I plan to keep pressure on the government for improvement, I am really happy to see the government take committee's recommendations seriously and consider this to be the most positive government response I've seen yet in this Assembly. So kudos to staff and ministers for that. I'd like to highlight several items of success. One is continued progress on targeted amendments to the waters regulations. I've made a number of comments on the timeline, which I stand by, but I am happy to see this progressing nonetheless, Mr. Speaker. One item that I'm excited to highlight is the commitment by the government to collaboratively establish an NWT regulatory webpage as an interim step to creating a one-stop shop for project proponents seeking authorizations in the NWT. I am looking forward to obtaining more information about this project. Mr. Speaker, recommendations 11 through 16 of committee's report address capacity building to assist meaningful participation in the regulatory system. I want to stress the importance of these recommendations to improving operations of the regulatory regime. In my time working in the system, it was clear to me that a significant amount of delays related to engagement and moving projects to the complete application stage were related to capacity of Indigenous governments to respond and participate. This is one area in the government response where commitments to act are a bit mixed. Addressing these recommendations needs to be a high priority, and considering several of them address federal funding and programming, I think this needs to be added to our federal engagement strategy. This systemic capacity building is directly related to the Liberal government's Build Canada Strong plan. If we want to see projects proceeding through regulatory in a timely manner, we absolutely have to address these capacity issues, and this needs to be a key message to the federal government for how they need to be investing in our territory if they want to help us achieve mutual goals. Mr. Speaker, there's much more from the response to this report that I can capture in a single statement, so I'll have to leave it there. But I will have a number of lines of questioning from ministers on this topic. Thank you.
Thank you, member from Framelink.